What is going on, Isles fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video here for Up the Turnpike. Today, what I wanted to do was take a look at the option of trading down for the New York Islanders. We had our reaction come out on YouTube to the Islanders winning the #1 overall pick in the NHL Draft lottery. And we will have a breakdown on the best options available, whether it's Michael Misa, Matthew Schaefer, James Higgins for the vibes. We'll have breakdowns on those guys individually for the Islanders. But today I wanted to look at a trade down possibility. And one of the last times we saw a trade back was in 2003. It doesn't happen very often. And it was when the Florida Panthers traded the #1 pick and a third-round pick to the Penguins for the #3 pick, a second rounder, and Michael Samuelsson. The Pens traded up to then take Marc-Andre Fleury. I was just trying to give you an idea of what, potential package could look like. So it was a, swap of the picks, first rounder, #1 overall moving down to #3. You pick up a second rounder and you pick up Samuelsson and you give up the right to take Marc-Andre Fleury. Now, the team that I selected, it's not the third overall team in this year's draft. Instead, I am looking at the San Jose Sharks because the rumor is that they are really interested in Matthew Schaefer, the #1 defenseman in the NHL Draft. And if San Jose does truly want him and wants to ensure that they'll draft him because the Islanders could just stick and pick and take him first overall, would they be willing to pick swap to go up and get their guy? And the package that I came up with is a little different than the 2003 trade that we saw. But what if the Islanders were to trade the #1 overall pick to San Jose for the #2 pick and prospect Sam Dickinson? So Sam Dickinson is a defensive prospect, was selected 11th overall by the San Jose Sharks a year ago. He's a big boy, 6'3", 209 pounds. Here's a look at his scouting report from Elite Prospects. Dickinson can mirror footwork in close, take away space, and step into opponents to get stops. His defensive range can almost make it impossible to get past him. With the puck, he's decisive and explosive, drawing in forechecking pressure only to leave it in his dust as he carries the puck from zone to zone unimpeded. Now, you might be asking, well, why wouldn't they just keep Dickinson? And that's entirely possible. And if we're talking about most likely scenarios, the Islanders sticking and picking based on past history tends to make you think that's just what's going to happen. They're going to stick and take their guy. But my thought is if the Sharks, want to pair an elite step into the league, play right away guy in Matthew Schaefer, they would have to give up #1, give up a lot to get him. But Sam Dickinson, 11th overall pick, sure, is a really good prospect and can maybe be a #1 defenseman, is not as much of a sure thing as a guy like Schaefer. But Dickinson, in and of itself, is just an incredible prospect. He had a monster season for the London Knights last year, 91 points and 29 goals. I think he'll be ready for the league sooner rather than later. But in this scenario, that would then allow the Islanders to slide back a spot and still draft Michael Misa. So you get the best forward in the draft and someone who honestly probably should have went top 10 a year ago in Dickinson to add to your prospect pool that already has Cole Yzerman and Cal Ritchie. So again, just an idea here. And who knows, maybe the Islanders would, in all likelihood, if they're sticking and picking, I think you make a strong case for Schaefer. I think you can make a strong case for Michael Misa. And I'm sure James Higgins is going to be in the conversation because, he's a local kid and from Long Island and was at one point considered the #1 pick for a very long time. But this, I feel like, would be in this scenario, the Islanders trying to get the best of both worlds, where you get that elite goal scoring forward prospect, and then you also get another prospect who can be a great offensive defenseman, projects as a #1, is a left-handed shot that you could pair with Noah Dobson, and is probably ready for the NHL very, very soon. Again, based on past history, you don't see a ton of trade outs of the #1 overall pick. But if the rumors are true that San Jose is very interested in Matthew Schaefer, then could we see a pick swap of the Islanders sliding down a spot and the San Jose Sharks throwing in one of their top prospects to get up and get their guy? Let me know what you think of this plan. If the Islanders should be interested in something like this, sound off in the comments. I'm Matt O'Leary, and I'll catch you next time.
If you like that, make sure to subscribe to Up the Turnpike on Patreon for more exclusive New York Islanders content.